Oh yeah.
Each Telejury family has this box that records everything we watch. We also have a diary in which we faithfully record which programs we view. Now here's a typical 2-hour block. Okay, here we have cartoons, Oriental Death Theater. Oh, well, here's the linguine I had for lunch. So, in conclusion, we, the Cleaver family, take pride in the fact that we are shaping the television viewing habits of the American people. And besides, we get a free trash compactor. Thank you. Any questions?
Oliver, aren't Telejury families supposed to keep their identities confidential?
Well, yeah, but then I wouldn't have had anything to talk about for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Oliver, and I do hope you acquire some new interest between now and your 5-minute speech. And now we'll hear from Dorsey Thomas.
So how'd I do?
Thank you, Miss Elkhart. This plus this equals this. In order to reach my level of equestrian excellence, enormous sacrifices had to be made, and my parents have made them all. I've had the best horses, the best riding habits, and the best trainers to enhance my natural skills.
Gee, too bad she only has 2 minutes.
I first realized my exceptional riding capabilities at age 6, when my father took me to my first horse show.
Kip, why are you in here when the TV is on in the den?
Grandma, I can't concentrate on my homework with the TV on.
Well, then why didn't you turn it off?
Because I'm building ratings for Uncle Andy.
Uncle Andy? They brought that old show back?
Well, only for 6 weeks. But if the ratings are high enough, they're going to bring him back for good.
I remember your father used to watch Uncle Andy at lunch. He'd laugh so hard that he'd choke on his soup. When did he get out of jail?
He didn't. He's on a work release program. But he is up for parole.
Well, if anyone deserves a second chance, it's Uncle Andy. The things that man could do with seltzer.
It was so gross. Even Miss Elkhart wanted to stuff a sock down her throat.
She thinks she's so hot.
Who?
Horsey Dorsey Thomas, this obnoxious girl in our school.
Everybody hates her.
Why? Is she rich, smart, or pretty?
Pretty sickening. All she ever does is brag about all the trophies she's won riding in horse shows and how her doctor used her nose job for his brochure. I'm twice the rider she is.
Hey, Kelly, why don't you just enter the next horse show and beat her? That's shut up, old Horsey Dorsey.
You guys don't understand. It's not that easy. To get good enough to compete, you have to have your own horse, and that's really expensive.
Well, how can she afford it?
Both her parents remarried well.
So, Kelly, how are things going between your parents?
Ollie?
Well, look, Kelly.
You know, Kelly...
Okay, but even if they do stay married, your parents can afford it. They're yuppies. You bet about them.
Yeah, Kel. Why don't you ask them?
Believe me, I have 1,000,000 times.
What do they say?
Well, when I was younger, my dad would say, "What do you need a horse for?" Then he'd get down on his knees and ask me if I want to go for a ride. Now when I hint around, he just mumbles something about his bad back.
Well, maybe they don't realize how serious you are.
I think 9 years of begging has made my point.
Don't they at least feel guilty?
Sure, every time I ask for a horse, I get a new sweater.
I've been after my dad to get me a car for a year. The closest I've come is a bottle of Camaro aftershave.
That's because you're such a nag.
What?
Come on, when Dad keeps bugging us, do we do what he wants? No. Believe me, when it comes to parents, you've got to use psychology.
Wait a minute. Ollie may have a point. Maybe I've just been pushing the wrong buttons.
Yeah. From now on, I'm gonna be the best daughter they ever had.
$53 for dinner and nothing was edible.
That's the last time we listened to a skinny food critic.
Flowers, a fruit basket, our beds turned down. Hey, are we in the right house?
Please place your breakfast order outside door. Kelly is really bucking for that horse.
She sure is. She weeded the lawn and caulked all the bathtubs. How long do you think we can string this thing out?
Honey, she's our daughter, not hired help.
Yeah, I know. I guess you're right. So what do you want for breakfast? Blintzes or Belgian waffles?
Wally, I really think we should get her the horse.
I don't know.
Well, honey, we've run out of excuses.
How about we can't afford it?
If we can afford your T-Bird and $50 dinners, we can afford a horse. Besides, she deserves it. She's a good student, she's an excellent rider, and she's very responsible.
Let's say we get her a horse. Who's going to take care of it?
She will. She loves grooming horses.
She loves doing it when she doesn't have to. I'm afraid it was that the horse is going to turn into a pool table.
Well, if we shop carefully, we should be able to tell the difference.
Now, what I mean is, every guy wants a pool table his whole life. And then he finally gets one. Man, he's down there in the basement racking and cracking every night for about a month. Then he just sits there gathering dust. The only thing it's good for is folding laundry on.
Well, gee, honey, if I knew that it bothered you that much, I wouldn't have folded the laundry on it.
It's a bad analogy. I'd just like to see how committed Kelly is. Hey, how about if we lease her a horse and see how that goes?
Wally, a horse is a pet. Would you rent a dog?
I just want to make sure that Kelly knows what she's getting into, that's all. A horse needs daily attention and plenty of it. Strawberries are excellent.
Okay. What if she works at the stables for a while to see how she handles it?
That's a good idea. Yeah, then after 5, 6 years...
1 month is fine. Wally?
Okay, you win. But let's not tell her right away. I'm getting kind of used to these chocolates on my pillow.
Come on, Kevin, put your head through. I have dishes to do.
I want Mom to dress me. I don't like your taste.
What's wrong with my taste?
Everything matches.
Well, my goodness, Kevin, don't you look nice? See? How was your breakfast?
It was delicious, honey.
Great, I've never had fresh squeezed cranberry juice before.
You liked it? Well, then it was 6 hours well spent.
Can we see you in the living room?
Sure, Mom.
Yeah.
Honey, we want you to know how much we appreciate your helping us around the house so much.
Yeah, but a horse is a whole new level of responsibility.
Wallace. Mary Ellen. A child whose name escapes me.
What do you want, Eddie?
Listen, I was able to secure this mantle from this sucker over on Maple Street. Would look perfect right there.
Eddie, we don't want a new mantle.
Yeah, I know, but I know a guy that wants yours.
Do you mind? We're in the middle of a family discussion.
You're always in the middle of a family discussion.
Mr. Haskell, please. Well, I think my parents are trying to buy me a horse, and I don't mean to be rude, but you're wrecking it.
Horse? Some mother. Why don't you just let her hitchhike through Europe?
Look, honey, if you did have a horse, well, you know, it wouldn't be easy. I mean, you'd have to keep your grades up, and you wouldn't have as much time for things like the telephone, boys, shopping.
That's okay. I have all the sweaters I need.
We just don't want you to get in over your head, so we thought it would be wise if you worked at the stables first.
Yeah?
Yeah, then after a long time...
1 month.
All right, 1 month. If you still thought you wanted a horse, then we'd get you one.
You guys are the greatest!
This is worse than a United Way commercial.
It's not gonna be that easy getting me a job here, Grandma. The owner's one of those old guys who's always in a bad mood.
Oh, Mrs. Cleaver, what a glorious surprise to see you off the golf course. It sure is a hole-in-one kind of day.
Well, now, Wilton, please, you must call me June.
All right. Around here, everybody calls me Doc, except the horses. They call me...
Doc, You met my granddaughter, Kelly?
Oh, no. I've seen her around, but I never made the connection. I must say, beauty surely runs in your family.
Oh, that's most kind.
Grandma, ask him now.
Doc, you know, the reason I'm here to try to get Kelly a job. Her parents have agreed to buy her a horse, but until they make that kind of an investment, they want to be sure that she can handle the responsibility.
Oh, really? Well, that makes horse sense to me. I've seen you ride, and you know your way around a barn. But I hope you're not afraid of hard work.
No, sir. I'll wash, groom, feed, shovel. Can I squeeze a mean cranberry?
Well, there's not much call for that around here. But, oh, now the owner of this filly's looking for a groom. Why don't we go to dinner tonight and discuss the possibilities?
I'd love to.
No, I was talking to your grandmother.
She'd love to. Wouldn't you?
All right, now, it's all set. I'll pick you up at 8, and I'll see you here every day right after school.
Thanks, Doc.
Oh, here, you get to meet your new boss now. Dorsey, I want you to meet your new groom.
Ah, yes. Little Kelly Cleaver. She'll do just fine.
This is my night.
I watch this all week.
Discussion over. I'm watching the TV movie. I'll save you 2 hours. Jacqueline Smith gets a disease and dies a better person for it.
Great. We'll watch what I want to watch.
Female collegiate mud wrestling. I want the people at Telejury to think we have better taste than that. Really?
Dad, these are students. These poor girls need our support.
Absolutely not. Hey, why don't we compromise and watch the NBA game on the Superstation? Look, we'll do this like a democracy. One man, one vote.
I vote mud wrestling.
I vote basketball. You guys don't seem to understand. I'm the man. I got the vote.
I
wanted to watch
see
this movie.
Dad, female mud wrestling.
You don't even
Think
like Jacqueline Smith. No, I wanted to watch it. I told everybody. Here, babe. Use this. No, thanks, Eddie. Okay, but my grandfather always said, raise a welt, raise a solid citizen. Come on, guys. Why don't you go upstairs and read a book?
Read a book? I'd rather take the belt. Dad, come on. Please, I have to see this.
I think I see what your problem is. This Telejury thing is disrupting your whole family. And for what?
We got a free trash compactor.
A free trash compactor? Ooh, lucky you. You deserve more out of this deal. Hey, there's got to be some big-time cigar chomper out in Hollywood that would reward you handsomely to watch that sludge they put on the air.
We'll watch whatever sludge we want.
I'm picking Kelly up at the stable. I'll be back in a minute.
Wait a minute, Grandma. I'll go with you. This place is too democratic for me.
Good evening, Mrs. Cleaver. May I say that's
Eddie,
lovely.
I'm in a hurry.
Anyway, you fly me out to Tinseltown, first class. I'll make a few deals on your behalf. We'll split the profits.
We don't want any part of your sleazy deals.
Look, you're gonna be watching this garbage anyway. I say, why not get paid for it?
Because it's dishonest.
So, what's your point?
Just give me a minute to finish up. I want everything to be perfect for Saturday's show.
Take your time. Grandma's got a book. Hi, Dorsey.
You did this? I've been oiling it all day. You idiot! I wanted it polished. What's the difference?
If you have to ask, maybe I should get another groom. Now strip it and do it over. And while you're at it, muck this stall. It smells. Or at least I think it's the stall.
I'm gonna kill her.
Wait, then lose your job.
I'm young. I can start over.
Kel, you want your own horse or not?
Of course, but...
Well, then stick it out. Look, you've only got a week to go. And then, if you really want to get her back, I've got a friend that works in the cafeteria.
I guess you're right. Thanks, Holly.
Still want me to help you?
Sure, I'll finish the saddle and you can muck out the stall.
Okay. What exactly is muck?
You'll figure it out.
Dorsey Thomas is coming to the final jump. Excellent ride, Dorsey. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the qualifying round.
I'm only sitting third after the opening round. Can you imagine? Those other girls must have paid off the judges.
Did you notice any trouble getting Princess to jump?
No. Well, nothing I can't handle.
Her left leg's a little swollen.
So?
Don't you think we should have a vet look at it? Or at least Doc?
What do you know about it? You're just jealous because you can't compete.
What I do know is that if she was my horse, I wouldn't risk hurting her forever just to win a dumb riding ribbon.
Well, she's not your horse. She's my horse. Now mind your own business and get her ready for the finals.
Attention all junior riders. Please report to the West Ring for compulsories. Our next young participant is Dorsey Thomas, third after the qualifying round. She rides Princess, a 6-year-old mare by Taylor's Delight and Georgia Red.
So, who called?
Doc Sanders from the stables.
Still asking Mom to go on that golf tour to Switzerland?
No, he called to say he was sorry he had to fire Kelly today.
Fire Kelly? Why?
Well, it turns out that Dorsey's horse was hurt, and it was Kelly's fault. Hi, sweetheart.
Hi.
Honey, you okay?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. We heard about what happened today. You want to talk about it?
No, thanks. I'm gonna go up to my room and develop some new interests. I hear stamp collecting's fun. Maybe I'll start a River Phoenix fan club.
I'm so sorry. I know how much you wanted this.
This really wasn't your fault. I think we put too much pressure on you. And I know you feel bad now. But remember, we love you. And you'll always be our little baby pumpkin rabbit.
Stop treating me like a baby. I know it wasn't my fault. It was Dorsey's. I told her Princess was hurt, but she didn't care. And then she fell because Princess wouldn't jump, and she blamed it on me. Then Doc believed her story over mine, and I got fired.
Honey, that's awful. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, but you can't let being fired stop you. Look at Billy Martin. Well, what I mean is, all you lost is a job.
And a horse.
Well, now let's look at that. We wanted you to work in the stables for a month, right?
And I only lasted 3 weeks.
But you didn't quit?
Yeah, I was fired.
Honey, we had you work at the stables to show us that you understood the responsibilities of owning a horse.
If you care more for a horse than its owner does, then you're probably ready for one of your own.
Do you mean it?
Or maybe we should get a dog and see how that goes.
Dad!
Of course we're gonna get you a horse.
Irk the Jerk is about to become a...
Let her rip. Awesome. Now do we smash? Here we go. This thing's been busted for months. Good idea. Hi, guys. Hi, Dad. Hey, we got the new trash compactor. This thing is great. Awesome. So great. Where's the pop radio? I finally got a cord for it. We haven't seen it for a while. Have we, Ollie? No, not for weeks. Oh, well, it'll turn up.
There's plenty of cartoon fun next with Agro's Cartoon Connection, followed by Mr. Ed. And there's plenty of giggles tonight when Irk the Jerk wins a heart on Family Matters. Then Effie loses her memory on Acropolis Now. The fun begins 7:30 tonight on 7.
Whoa, whoa. Yeah, oh,